Hi and welcome to Woof Wednesday. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about pet health insurance. A lot of people have it, a lot of people don't, and it's super easy to get now. Back when Ozar was younger, they had preconditions, and Ozar already had preconditions on her, so she was not allowed to have pet health insurance, which would have been fantastic for me, especially in her older age when she was allergic to everything and had the diabetes. Being able to be reimbursed for all that medication and vet visits would have been greatly helpful. Now, what exactly are some facts versus fiction, or I should say fiction versus fact with pet health insurance? Well, fiction is that it is expensive. You do pay a monthly rate for it, but you also pay all the expenses up front to the vet, but you get reimbursed for them. So people think it is expensive in that sense, but you're not paying very much more than you would pay up front for vet fees, because you are getting those reimbursed to you. Also, pet healthcare is stable. Things fluctuate all the time in pet healthcare. I mean, look at the dog food industry or the cat food industry. Look how many problems and issues that has had in the last few years. The same thing is going towards any type of healthcare. You cannot always count on the medications to cost the same. I remember one time I went to go pick up insulin for Ozar, and it had jumped in cost almost $10. It's ridiculous. And so you need to just be aware that these are not always going to be stable fees that you run into. Fiction number 3. Young dogs don't need it. All dogs need pet health insurance, because you don't know what's going to happen to your younger dog. I had a friend whose dog had to have surgery when they were just a couple years old. So you never know when a situation is going to hit or when you're going to need it. Also, the fiction of indoor animals don't need health insurance because they're not going to be outdoors playing around or being around harm's way. There are a lot of harmful things that animals can get into in your house. Think of all the household cleaners and such. They might eat something wrong. Something might not agree with their system. They might give them the wrong food. So you want to be aware of this and make sure that your pet is covered in those ways as well. Also, filing the claims once you've paid everything up front. That can be a hassle. It actually is not supposed to be a hassle at all. It's supposed to be a relatively easy process to do. You fill out a form, you mail in the receipt. Simple as that. And it should take you 10 days to a couple of weeks to get that check at the very most, but you will be getting reimbursed for that. Another thing, you have a limit of choices of care or veterinary places that you can go to, similar to what could be on an HMO out here for us people. Actually, no, you can take your dog anywhere, cat anywhere that you like. And the health insurance isn't always limited to dogs and cats too. I'm just using those as an example here. Also, you're locked in, kind of like a contract. You can drop out of it at any time. It's not a problem at all. And last but not least, preconditions. Like I mentioned earlier, there's no preconditions at all. Ozar had seizures when I first got her, and the seizures were brought on, what we later found out was due to the flea and heartworm medications. And once she was not only off of those, but they were out of her system for 3 years, that she no longer had seizures. But because she had the precondition already that she had them, she was no longer able to get it. But nowadays, you're able to get it without any type of preconditions. So what kind of stuff can it cover? Not just emergency care and such like that we're thinking, or maintain care if your dog is really sick, but it can also cover just your normal vet vet checkups. It can cover wellness care, preventive care. It can also cover alternative care programs like acupuncture and stuff like that for your dog. And you can do deductibles annually or per visit. Some of the places that offer pet health insurance that you should be aware of: Purina does, 24 Pet Watch, Pet Healthcare Plan, the ASPCA, Healthy Paws, Embrace, Pet First, Pet Plan, Pet Safe, Pet Best, Trupanion, VPI Pet Insurance. I also saw them selling pet insurance at Ralph's, the grocery store across the street from where I live. I mean, there's ways that you can get this, ways that you can help make your pet a very happy, healthy dog, and make it affordable for you in the long run. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful Woof Wednesday and enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.